It's go time, South Texas. The Friday night tradition continues. The one and only Friday Night Sports Blitz. Sponsored by CCA Texas, Ewald Kubota, Coastal Bend Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and the Heil Law Firm.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to week 5 of the Friday Night Sports Blitz. I'm your host, Chris Thomason. We've got the biggest show of the season thus far, 11 highlight games. We've got Ray coach Craig Charlton in the house for the Coach's Corner at the end of the show. But first things first, highlights of the game of the week. Roll it. Big district game tonight at Buck Stadium. Veterans Memorial welcoming in PSJA North, a team they shared the district title with last year along with Flower Bluff. Here, the Raiders coming in hot. The big man, Mike Corrales, shutting down Andrew Charlebois there. Probably made him feel it too. Then later, PSJA North here attacking through the air. Darren Garcia goes over the top to Ethan Guetta. Gone. 7-0 North with the lead after the first quarter. Eagles defensive coordinator Lanny Wilson not happy. Now in the second though, Charlebois trying to get a little payback here. Great run for him. Raiders eventually going to bring him down in the secondary, but not before he moved the sticks. Then Anthony Winans, he is going to find his man, Riker Hinojosa, over the middle. That's a game-tying touchdown. Now, that's how this game would go into the half, 7-7. It was a defensive battle with a splash of offense, but PSJA North would take this one in the second half. Let's take a look at the final 24-13. Raiders in control of first place right now, along with Flower Bluff as well. All right, how about a non-district matchup over at Warrior Stadium? Tuloso-Midway looking to stay unbeaten on the years. They took on Carroll tonight. Here, Damian Figueroa, he's the bell cow for the Warriors. A big first down, but that drive would eventually stall. Here, Carroll's Nate Bazan going to connect with Stephen McChester over the middle. That's a touchdown. Carroll goes up on the road, 7-0 on the undefeated Warriors. Then they had gotten a penalty, and so they figured, hey, why not? We'll do an onside kick, and they get it. They got a good bounce and got it just before it went out of bounds. Then later, Tigers adding to their lead. Sebastian Robles going to get in for the score right up the middle at the camera. Made it 14-0. Cal Netherlands team up by 2 touchdowns. Figueroa trying to get something going here. Picking up another first down for TM, but Carroll doing a good job overall on the night containing him. The Warriors later going for it on 4th down. Trying to go through the air this time. And it is incomplete out of the back of the end zone. Carroll hands TM its first loss this season. Final 28-7. How about over the bridge in Portland tonight? GP, fresh off its first loss of the season, taking on Alice team, fresh off its first win of the season. Coyotes trying to get something going early, but that ball is going to be put on the turf. Mark Chester's defense getting a big turnover early. But Coach Brent Davis probably not going to like this. The ball put on the turf right back and recovered by Alice. So, yeah, a little back and forth early. Now here, Colin Sismelis here going to get the first down for Alice. Wildcats make sure he pays for it too, but then later after the drive would stall, that ball snapped over the head and out of the end zone for a safety, or eventually brought down in the end zone for a safety. So now GP trying to get on the board. It's already 2-0 at that point. Cody Adame going to get in for the score, made it 9-0 at that point. Alice, though, coming back here. Coyotes going to pick up the first down inside the red zone and eventually going to get on the board here for the first time, cut it to 9-7. But this one, all GP. They rebound from that loss to Sinton last week. Big win, 45-13, heading into district play. How about Robstown coming in 4-0, taking on the King Mustangs tonight over at Cabinets here. In the first, Robstown's Aiden Elizondo around the outside. That's a first down out of bounds. Then on the sneak, Pickers punching it in for the score. Took him about 3 or 4 tries, but eventually got it done. Then King here, Kevin Roeder, gonna bounce it to the outside, moving the sticks. But then later, this is not what Coach Minner wants to see. It's batted up and caught. Ethan Vasquez, that was nice. And Joel Mungia pulling it in with the pick there. And Robstown, Isaiah Gutierrez stumbling, bumbling up the middle for about 25, moving the chains. Then the deep ball, Trevin Crowley airing it out to Miles Rodriguez for the score. Pickers going up 2 touchdowns at that point. Robstown not done. Getting it done here with the special teams as well. They look solid in all 3 phases tonight with the block. That's going to go out for a safety. The Pickers now 5-0, their best start in a long time. They win over King tonight. Final 20-7. All right, so vets we saw going down to PSJA North. This is a good North team. They were projected to win the district. Of course, Flower Bluff might have something to say about that. Then the other 5A teams, they get started with district play next week. We're going to talk about that more later in the show. We've got plenty more to get to after the break, including the Pirates and Bucks, Sinton and Miller. That's coming up next.